Yeah, enough. Okay, go. No, be comfortable. Be comfortable. Don't worry, Wena. Don't worry. Don't worry about it. All right. Welcome to another episode of New Age Influence, and today I'm still with Naledi, the beautiful Naledi. What?
Still with.
I'm always gonna be with.
So good to still, Kalo.
What's wrong with still? We're still together, are we
Yeah,
not?
but like we are always gonna be together. There's no
Yeah.
still.
Then yeah. How? So yeah, you know how we do it. We always run with the court of the public. So we just say opinions, and then the public then decides whether our opinions are wrong, or yeah, the court of the public decides on what the verdict is. So for the first question, for the first question. So this is more like an introspective question, very introspective, and it just also shows how well you know yourself. Nah. So we're gonna take turns on answering this question, and we're gonna see what you think about yourself or what I think about myself. Simple as that. So the first question is, what do you think is the disadvantage of dating you? Should I start?
Yeah, start.
I am delusional. Very delusional in the sense of, as if I want something, I would work my ass off until it works out. And sometimes it doesn't work out, but my delusion pushes me to the point where I will continue trying even though it's not working out. So it might be maybe in a relationship, it might be really heavy to support someone who you know that this thing is gonna fail, but they've already convinced themselves that it's gonna work out. So I am delusional in that sense. I am. What's another thing about myself? I am opinionated, very opinionated. Some opinions might not be right, they might be wrong, but I am very opinionated, and I might say a statement which you don't agree with, but I'd also love to hear your reasoning behind it as well, because I already have my reasoning. So if you come with your reasoning and then I come with my reasoning, I will try to weigh on in my mind which one is more true to the matter, or more, I don't know. What else? Um, yeah, that's two of mine. What do you think?
Is a disadvantage of dating you?
Yeah. Now we're looking at it from someone else's point of view. You can be honest, it's fine.
Yeah, I'm trying to think.
Nothing comes to mind.
No, something is coming to mind.
Then you're scared to say
I
it.
just don't know how to put it without.
Nah, you don't need to paraphrase it, rephrase it.
Okay, I think what I'd say is a disadvantage of dating you is that when you think that sometimes being dishonest is good in order to protect someone else's feelings, which it relationships are not supposed to be built on that layer. Like, let's say now, I'm making an example. I know you will never be dishonest when it comes to shopping. Like, let's say there's a top, right?
Yeah.
And I ask you, Tato, what do you think about this t-shirt? And you're like, because you can see that I love it. Like my heart wants this t-shirt. No, I'm making an example.
And I know that's what I'm saying, Guti. Remember
Yeah.
when I said I'm gonna get your reasoning and then take my reasoning and then try to balance on which
Yeah,
is
but
true
yours
to the matter.
always wins.
Okay, continue. Yeah.
Okay, must I make
Mine
a
always
real
wins.
example?
Okay, that's another disadvantage about me. I think I'm always right.
Yeah.
Yeah, continue.
I mean, as in like, you will be dishonest, Kum, in order to protect my feelings, and I don't think any girl likes that. Like, I get it. You trying to protect my feelings is very considerate of you, Nate. But sometimes I don't need that. Like, I don't need you to protect my feelings if I'm asking you or we're talking about something serious.
Yeah.
Like, rather tell it to me how it is, because if you're gonna lie about it, I'm gonna overthink. Because I know when you lie to me. So in that moment, it's like, why are you lying? And when I ask you why are you lying, you want to justify in nonsense. Like and you're good at justifying like bullshit. Like, baby, this is me being honest. Like, if you know you did something wrong, you're really good at justifying it, which is why, but if you're this man, like, you justify it so much that, like, a lawyer, you're trying to protect umntu obulele umntu,
Yeah.
and you're so good at your job that, like, you get away with it. So with me, it's I don't like the dishonesty, the delusion. I do believe, Guti, you're right there, but I don't think you're being delusional. I just like that you're not the type to just give up. You set your goals and you make sure that you get what you want, and that's one thing that motivates me, Gawe. It's not a disadvantage. You being delusional, it's not a disadvantage. It's a good thing, because when you want something, you get it. You end up getting it. With me, with jobs, with school, with your marks, like, you being delusional is not a disadvantage. It's a big advantage. Umntwana jala nawe, if it wasn't, if beningakho picture now, I think any woman would be lucky to have umdu who's on a goals ebomini bakhe, because not a lot of guys in the world like see the world how you see it. When it's like every reject is an opportunity for you to do better. It's like you like someone can tell you nah, but once you tell yourself yeah, it's gonna be yeah, and you're gonna make sure that that person that said nah gets to see the bigger picture that you were coming with to them. I don't know what I'm
I
trying to
get
say.
you. I
Yeah.
get you.
But then sometimes with the delusion, baby, another disadvantage about you is that, like, you sell me dreams and you make me, as much as it's in the heat of the moment, I believe you need to learn to first think before you speak. Because remember, as delusional as you are, not as much as when your brain is set with business and you're all about money. Like, ingqondo yakho is making money, and I like that. But remember, it's set on a fairy tale. So whatever you sell to me, I take, because I've seen that the things that you've sold to me first year till today, they've come true for you. So it's like everything that you tell me.
I'm still broke, but yeah, continue.
Were you expecting to be rich in third year? That was never the goal.
It's possible. It's possible.
It's very possible.
Delusions. Okay, yeah.
It's very possible, babe. It's very possible. But like
Keep speaking. Yeah.
you
Guys, in this podcast, we move around as we want because
because
we are free.
we
We have
have the
free will to do whatever we want to do, but we are here and we are listening to each other. The most important thing is to listen to each other and actually get what we're trying to say. So yeah.
and actually get what which did it pause? It paused.
It paused space because I put it on 4K. Fuck.
Shame.
Yo.
Oh,
Not
shame.
now. So unfortunately we didn't get that part, but we can get more parts. So what do you think is the disadvantage of dating you?
Of dating me. Um I men hate when women talk about their feelings. And I like to talk about things that don't sit well with me. And with that being said, like in the moment, I don't care if you are not in the mood. If you indeed, yeah, I want to rather talk about it so that you know that it's something that I don't like. And I'd want you to do better and not do it again. Because if you're gonna brush it off and like let's say um another disadvantage, do like if I'm angry, I don't talk. Like I can drag it. And in my head and in my heart, it's like I don't care because you did something that I didn't like. So now I'm gonna do something that you're probably gonna hate. So I'm very revengeful.
Mm.
So it comes to me saying that like if I'm not gonna talk about what hurts me, then I'm just not gonna enjoy being around you because if we don't talk about it now or ever, you're gonna do it again and I'm gonna act the way that I acted and you're gonna hate that and it's gonna push you to a point where you're like, ah, she probably doesn't like me or something like that, yeah, well. And I wouldn't want anyone to feel like that because in that moment their husband their Tana and I just wish like you can sit me down and ask me, look, maybe the way we spoke earlier wasn't right, so let's talk about it. What's up? Yeah,
Yeah,
well,
yeah.
yeah. So I like talking about my feelings. That might be a disadvantage to people, but
It's not. It's not a
honestly,
disadvantage.
love shouldn't hurt. It's I
You sound like you're on a vent right now. It's fine, vent. Sure.
I okay, well, let me admit it. I am insecure.
And there's nothing wrong with being insecure. So I
Mm.
don't get it when people act like, if let's say for instance you see that someone likes your partner, né? And then your partner cannot see that that person likes them. What matters is your partner trustworthy enough to not act towards what's going on? Do you understand as well? But because obviously you can't, in a way your partner needs to tell the other person to say, hey, you might be there but I'm not there. Do you hear what I'm saying? And it is not, maybe let's say, my partner's place to go and tell the woman, because it says a lot about the relationship that I can't also handle my situations and what I need to handle. I don't know if I can be wrong also, but it's more, it feels like you trust me whenever you allow me to let me deal with my situations.
Yes.
I don't know. I mean, you guys can comment
You
and
know
tell
what,
us what you think
guys?
about it. Yeah, it's my opinion. It doesn't mean it's right. It doesn't mean
Men
it's
don't
wrong.
get shit done. Guys,
Not really. Not really. We.
no, you guys are too sweet. Like, especially yo, when you're dating a gentleman and you're telling them, look, this person wants you.
Mm,
What you say now is it's up to your partner. Yeah, well,
mm,
if someone likes you and you should be trustworthy enough to not
do
for
anything about
yeah,
it.
well, but then at the same time it's like uyakufuna lo mntu and now you're mon uyakufuna, but you're still entertaining them. Ever you might not be entertaining them in terms of ufleta nabo.
Mm-hmm.
If they tell you, you look so handsome today, and your girlfriend told you this person is into you, and when you go, yeah, thanks. Like the fact that that person has the access to come close to you to tell you you look
Yeah.
handsome
Yeah. Yeah.
is a problem.
Yeah.
Which is why in the city, men don't get shit done. I mean, if you're okay, if you're a
What is
woman,
the perfect way to deal with that situation without, remember, at this point it's conflict management, conflict resolution, but not actually, we don't want this person to hate us, number one. We don't want to be in a,
no, but like, look, we don't want this person to hate us. The fact that this person could be our friend and can do things that they know that they're not supposed to be doing. That just says a lot about them.
Yeah, it means they're not
No,
actual
you're
true
not
friends.
you're
Yeah.
not being respectful enough good relationship, yeah.
Yeah.
Because if you can go out of your way to go you call your pendula status and what I am, you look so sexy.
Okay, that's pushing it though. That's yeah.
Do
That's
you get what
pushing
I'm
it.
saying? Like,
But let's say they don't do that. Like you know that this person
they like your
they like me,
story.
but they don't say something like that. Let's say the furthest they've went is having a conversation, and you could see that it's not even flirtatious, but you can see, or it's leading towards, yeah,
It's leading towards
emotions,
what?
emotions and whatnot. You
Why
getting
is it
attached.
leading to emotions? That's the problem. It shouldn't lead to emotions. If it leads to emotions, that means you guys have had enough conversation for it to lead there. What is it that you're talking with this? Like into le nto engaka oyithethayo nalo mntu ungayithethiyo namanye amachere efowunini yakho. Because if it can lead to emotions kuye.
This goes back to the fact that guys and girls can't be friends, because obviously if we have conversations that are just conversations.
Yeah. No, girls and guys can be friends, baby. There is a way you talk to your friend.
Yeah, I mean, what if that's how I was speaking to this person who has feelings on me,
For you.
feelings towards, for me, yeah.
Sure, you can be friends that way. But if there's emotions involved, now you know this person likes you. And when you want to talk to them, it's like you saying, as much as you trust me enough to not go entertain, if you ask Banbanu, you know how men think, right? I know how women think.
Yeah.
So now uya into yoba indoda enye indoda iyanifuna ndiyayazi le ndoda iyanifuna umntu wam undixelele babe andithandi uba lo mntu uyakufuna and sancokola naye. As much as I'm keeping that person on hold, obviously engqondweni yakhe laa mntu it's if it doesn't work out, she's gonna come back to me because she knows I'm interested.
Yeah.
And if me and you break up, that person is gonna do the most to show me ukuthi I'm the right man for you.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Valid.
With women, if you know ukuthi lo mntu uyakufuna, they're just waiting for their turn. As much as it can be, yo, what's up, bro? You good? The minute it is status sakho, you're single, they're gonna be sending you DMs. And you know what's worse is, if you actually do end up dating that person, then it's gonna put a lot on my mind. But
so the whole time,
yeah. I don't care if you guys had to build into you guys waited like 3 months for you guys to actually be together. The fact that you guys ended up together just is a lot.
Yeah, valid.
So with me,
what's the best way to
handle that?
Yeah.
Just don't talk to the person. You listen, there's friendships in life, ne? And there's those girls in your life that, like, lo mntu uyakufuna, ne? And you guys have been friends for years. Yeah. Then that makes sense. Like, you've been friends for years.
Okay, so being childhood friends is the
childhood friend yam. Sikhule sonke iifemeli zethu ziyazana. Maybe they grew up, they were like, okay, maybe Utato was maybe lo mntu, ne?
Yeah.
But obviously those friends, if they can see that you're happy in a relationship, they can step back. Like, they don't even, I'm sure your childhood friends that wanted you, they don't even speak to you at the moment. But like, if ngumntu omazi uyakufuna ujola, hayi kaloku.
Valid.
That's a difference. So that is someone you can cut off your life because you don't have respect for mna. Anyways, the building is burning.
Yo, people are burning. Yo. Yeah, that was loud. That was really, really loud. So these are very introspective questions. So the next question: where is the line between love bombing and being truly in love? What is the difference as well?
Well, I don't think I've ever been love bombed. No, I have. By you.
By me?
Yes. First week you were telling me you love me. And when I asked him about it, he said,
What if
no,
I
I
actually
was
felt
just
like that?
lying. No, because I asked you. You only told me you genuinely love me after like 3 months of being together.
Mm,
You were like, I actually do love you.
mm.
Which I didn't even know if it was true because it was also still early for me.
After 3 months?
Yeah, three
How
months
long?
is short.
Wait, how, when, from
There's
when
12
should you
months in
start
a year.
saying? I mean, we've spent, imagine if we spent 24 hours, or maybe let's say maybe 20
12.
hours. Nah, 12 is too
12
little. 12 is too little. Remember, you'd come in the morning
at
and
school.
we'd meet at school, right?
Yeah,
And
but
then
we were
we'd
not
spend
always
the
together.
whole day. You'd probably leave around
10. No, 8.
nah 10.
No, 8 because remember you needed to take the shuttle back on 9.
No, remember we stayed at my
Mm-hmm.
res
The
for the
shuttles
first.
used to stop at 9, not at 10. The
Okay,
shuttles only started stopping now.
but still, that's a lot of hours. So imagine for 3 months every day that.
Yeah, I'm learning about you.
And
And remember, we were going through some shit. So I wasn't just going to be able to take my heart and put it in your hand just like that. At my guard up still. I didn't know if I should trust you or that, like, remember, with me, baby,
mm,
it's, I want to say I hold grudges. I actually do. Like, if something hurts me,
yeah,
I want you to know that you did a number.
mm,
And I'm not the type to just, like, oh, you hurt me yesterday. Ugh, tomorrow's a new day. I'm not like you. I can't just put this in those amazons. I want to talk about things. I want you to know undilimazile. Like feel what I'm feeling and me telling you how I felt. Because I remember for the whole year, first year, I was reminding you.
mm,
And you hated that I reminded you.
yeah,
And I love the fact that I was reminding you so that you knew that what you did was wrong.
mm,
You see?
mm,
So the only time I actually felt like yo was when we went through like the whole thing.
mm,
And then I was like, okay, you being there for me, you being able to like wake up in the earliest mornings just to talk to me, find out if I'm okay. When I was like feeling down, you were able to like just hold me and talk to me and get me through all of that.
mm,
That is something that a lot of people in the world don't like abayifumani kwipartner zabo. So for me that was like a big thing because I was like, I thought buzondiyeka ndigowe through whatever I went through alone.
yeah,
But you were there, you made sure you were there. As much as it was hard for you to meet my mom and you knew that day I wanted you to be around because that's like that was the first time it was happening to me.
yeah,
Go Bessie Hotel.
mm,
That was the first time my body was like reacting to the periods.
mm,
So I wanted you to be there. And you as much as you were scared to meet my mom, you were there. Like I like that you were able to support me, and I knew from then because I don't know, maybe I don't know how serious you were, but for me that like just showed me ukuti I'll never go like down in life without you, like ubekona, like
yeah.
you're gonna try with.
Even at your lowest
I
moments
feel
of
like I
need,
say like a lot. It's
like,
giving
like, ne,
Kenzie.
like. But I like that.
No, like it you.
Why you wanna pitch me that?
No fucking ways. Zatina, okay, like you, not
Yeah.
like, but
Unlike.
Londo, it just says a lot about a person. Like ukhuliswe kahle tato, ungumntana onenhlonipho, and I think that's why abantu basekhaya bekuthanda because uyazibonisa emntwini just you and your aura nje. Being around you is like being around umntu onenhliziyo entle. Like I know ukuthi probably your friends.
Not me getting shocked.
Yeah, yeah, and that's another thing I don't like about you.
What?
that you don't know how good you are to people and you underplay that. And it pisses me off because why the fuck are you saying I'm not even that nice when I can see you're doing things that you shouldn't be doing for people that don't even give a shit? Like you're being too sweet for someone who doesn't deserve your sweetness. It pisses me off because enye into uyayekwa udlalwe and xa udlalwayo nam ndiyadlalwa.
Who played me?
People play you,
Nah.
and you're so sweet because and you get triggered. You get triggered, ne? And when I did tell you, lo mntu uzoyenza ububhanxa.
Who played
But
me?
how was I supposed to know, that lady?
Ah. When did we have that conversation?
I would like to pause if you wanna know.
No, I don't know. I don't know.
But
It's fine.
yeah,
You can say it as this.
you remember
Anonymous.
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 Impahla zakho. Mm.
But nah, I spoke my mind about it. To be honest,
After
but
I had to tell you, Ukuti, it's unacceptable for
here's the
Nanayan's
thing.
laying your baby.
Here's the thing. And it wasn't personal. It was business. The thing is, if I'm trying to build a long-term relationship with this person, and then like the long-term relationship is obviously I want you to help me get these certain clothes, and then I get the customers, and then that's how we're gonna work, right? So whenever you say the turnaround is impossible, I try to consider your timelines to say I cannot do this at this time. I can only do it at this time. I can't do this at this time. You understand? So I'm also trying to be considerate and try to not the fact not that I'm what's the word, defending them.
You are.
I am not. I am just trying to say, Guti, I just wanted something long term with that person. Unfortunately, it didn't happen. So we had to cut ties, and I had to find other people to make me other things.
Yeah. Is that how it went? Baby, you've been defending this thing for like 3 years now. Listen. Yabona ke ngoku ne? Uzandimamela ne? Okay. I get that ubufuna a long-term relationship, and it's good that you wanted that because we both, in fact, when you trusted the person, I had no right to say you can't trust the person. You wanted to see their work. My problem with how everything went was the communication yake was not good.
Yeah.
She would tell you, oh, I can't meet up on the day that you're supposed to meet up, and uzokuxelela late. That time you have stopped everything that you were doing because you ran because ubize umntana abantu for uba manithethe ngezinto. Yena, she tells you few hours before the time, I'm sorry, I can't make it today. If you knew you had a test tomorrow, why didn't you say, Izo, like the day before, Bamamela, I have a test. There's a possibility I might not make it. There's nothing wrong with saying that. Like, you're not hurting anyone's feelings. But you saying that on the day, in fact, few minutes before it happens, for me, that was supposed to be your first red flag. But okay, because honestly, that day, I did want you to come with me to go meet Umtana, Omcha. Luna. Luna's.
I have a feeling they're doing this on purpose.
Basibukele, babe. No, but anisazakala nisebenzisa urum lese-rice singabikho. Feature.
Yeah. Yeah.
But yeah, like.
Okay. In hindsight, I was desperate.
So you being desperate is okay for Obama Unyatel. So when
Not really.
Because even when you told her about the impatla, I remember there was an argument happening because you wrote a massive paragraph, and I remember that day I was on your head, but firstly you didn't like the material. And umnike imali, kanti xa umnike imali nathetha ngematerial, wasn't she supposed to show you the material before she buys it? Wenzela wena impahla, not for yena mos. Is that not how business is supposed to go? Yeah. I can't give you money and tell you to buy material for 1,000 rand, ubuye material wrong. Why can't you communicate with me? Is this what you want? Do you want maybe samples? Can I ask for samples? And I get that ungumntu wesikolo.
Yeah.
I'm gonna put that in consideration. But Naya, she's an upcoming artist, like upcoming
Designer.
designer,
Yeah.
artist. She's an upcoming designer. But if you wanna exceed in your work, like you need to take such precautions and such steps, because how are you gonna be a designer if you can't even communicate with your clients?
Yeah.
Because you guys would have been far by now. Like, the design of the tracksuit was amazing. The execution
was off.
was off. Even when you spoke to her about the things, how she dropped off it tracksuit, to me that was enough for you to actually say, you know what, it's okay. Like, we tried, it didn't work out, and it's fine.
Yeah.
But you were so nice to a point whereas
I even
you
wanted
were
to try again when
you
after.
that should that baby, that should have been your sign. That should have been, I'm okay. But you wanted, and then you wanted to build a friendship. I can go. That just put me off because I thought it was for business. And now Sizichom for non.
Kunja, what was the question?
The question was
And
the
what
definition
is your
between
point?
love bombing and the point where
Yeah.
you know you fall in love.
What's the point?
Yes, I remember it had something to do.
Nah, but I hear you though. I hear you. Valid. It's okay, bro.
The definition between love
What
bombing
is
and
yeah.
falling in love.
So yeah. So what do you think love bombing is in your definition?
Honestly, I don't know. I think they're trying to love bomb now. They lead to good relationships. Look at where we are. All love bombings that have happened to me led to relationships.
But what if because not my opinion of love bombing is you not being able to, you don't want to live alone, or you have insecurities of something. So let's say, for instance, you're dating this person and this person is way out of your league, way out of your league.
Yeah.
So you're gonna love bomb them so that they see that you are in love with them. They see the value that they bring based on the love that they are trying to show in that current moment. Like, they're trying to be there for you whenever you need them. They're trying to be there with you 24/7. They're trying to be, you understand? Like, they're trying to be in your skin in a sense.
So basically, they're doing all the right things.
That's no. It's not the right things, because you also, as a person, you need time to grow and be yourself and do your own things, do your own hobbies. And then whenever they text you, it's like, oh yes, go on, Jay. Hi, how are you? Because love bombing is like, I can't even do my things. That's my definition of love bombing. It's like the person feels inadequate. And then true love is like, you just
Sacrifices, compromises, heartbreak, negativity, insecure, unworthy,
what are you talking about?
untrustworthy. All of those. That's true love. That is true love, guys. That there's no such thing as love should feel like rainbows, because love does not feel like rainbows.
Yeah.
Love is sacrifices, love is compromises, love is painful.
But love should not come at your detriment. What I mean by that is that you cannot overplay your part to the point where now it is costing you.
but that's the thing. It's easier to say than to do. You
Yeah.
can't overplay. Omthandayo umntu, you don't even realize ukuthi what you're doing is too much. You're doing it because uyamthanda lo muntu and you're willing. Ayira gangs. Umbonile
Let
she
me
dropped herself because uyamthanda.
who?
Ujoker.
Oh.
No, Queen.
Oh, do you know what overcompensating is? Overcompensating is, and girls love to use this card. They play this card a lot. When a guy loves a girl too much, ne, and then the girl would use scenarios of other relationships in that relationship so that that guy might try to match up to the ideal guy or the ideal lifestyle that she wants to um get. For instance, I want a girlfriend allowance at 30K. It's not love. That's genuinely not love.
Yeah,
What?
but that really isn't love.
That's what I'm saying. So this person has to overcompensate for you to be with them.
I get that, baby, ne? But sometimes we're talking about true love here. We're not just talking about
No, I'm sure we're talking about
people
the
that are
difference between.
dating.
No, we're talking about the difference between
Love bombing.
love bombing and
True
actually
love
loving.
bomb is to actually give Londo Mazana a 30,000 because
Yes.
you are trying too hard to impress her. Whereas with love is different.
Yes, love is different. Love is
Like being able to leave my family because they don't like Utato. Something like
no.
that. Listen, that is love. Love shouldn't be like that.
That's,
Because
remember when I said to your detriment. So what would happen if Tato is actually playing you like Tato doesn't love you? Now when you go back to your family, what are you going to tell your family?
you know what? To think of it, it's actually not love. It's an addiction
That
towards
is love
someone.
bombing. You get what I'm saying?
No, baby. Love bombing is doing too much to try and get someone.
Yes.
Me,
So
if
you are
if
leaving your
ngikuxelele,
family to try to get
no,
someone.
Kalok, remember, I wouldn't just leave my family in a month of dating you. It would have
You
to
can do it.
be
You can do it. You can still love bomb within a relationship that has been like there for like years.
but like one city addiction, DT. Let's say, for instance, Siatanana, it's been 3 years, Siatanana. Everything was going well until you decided, that's mine, by the way. Until you
So
decided,
what's mine is yours. But continue.
yay. Until you decided, bah, nah, she's not good enough for me, man. Now you start cheating. Now my family knows you're cheating.
Yeah.
And now my family tell me to come back home. Mna, I'm so into you because we've spent 3 years together. Every day of those 3 years, we've been together. And now I need to kind of like get used to the change of me being with my family and not being around you. So instead of going back to my family, and because I know that my family doesn't like you, and you know that my family doesn't like you, and every time we argue, it's not like your family likes me anyways. I decide because I'm so addicted to you. It's
But
rather I cut off my family.
do you know what that causes?
What?
Now imagine this guy starts beating you. You're still
I
addicted to
mean,
him. He beats you. You can't even go to your family. When you go to your family, you act like everything is good. When in all honesty, you're just sacrificing yourself so that this relationship can exist when it's way past existing anymore.
Delusion. Ingena njalo, babe.
So is that healthy?
No, it's not healthy. No, it's not healthy.
So
It's not love also.
exactly.
It's addiction.
So you're overcompensating so that this person can love you. So now you make excuses to say maybe it's my fault why he's acting this way. So you're leading to the detriment of yourself.
All I want to say is men make you feel like it's your fault for how they act.
Yeah. 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 Okay.
Injalo nje.
But it's wrong. It shouldn't be that way.
It shouldn't. That's why I said
It
love
it
shouldn't
it
hurt.
yeah, it shouldn't be that way. It should be healthy. You should learn to
It's it's also okay for couples to have massive arguments.
yeah.
What is bad is having massive arguments and then one of you guys shuts down and decides they don't want to talk at all. Like just don't talk to them.
That's a very
That's
toxic trait.
that is a toxic trait. That
It
is a
is.
very toxic trait because then um I don't know about guys, but some girls I know good if your guy shuts down during an argument and decide ugh they're not in the mood for you
Anymore. They
in
don't
their
want to have the
heads they
conversation.
obviously maybe they might not be doing anything stupid but like in your head it's going to be like okay so if you're not in the mood for me who are you in the mood for.
Okay, this leads to my actual second question, my
Oh,
third question. It's literally the same. The same. I'm not changing the topic. So it says, what is your opinion of people who give the silent treatment or can't get themselves to articulate or process how they feel in that moment? Same, right? Fair? Fair. Yeah.
yeah,
Can I give my opinion before
yeah,
just process it? So, in my opinion, there are people with different character traits.
okay,
Some people shut down because they do not want to say something mean in that moment or something that would be detrimental to the relationship or actually be misunderstood in that moment. So I'd rather think of my words and how it makes me feel and why do I feel this way.
mm,
If in that moment I find out that I actually was wrong and I hear what you were saying and what you were saying was valid, an hour later I'll come back and an hour later you should come back and apologize. Not you, but the person who shut down and whatnot should come back and apologize and then say, I hear what you were saying. But it can also happen that as much as the other person thinks that they are right or feels that they are right, and the other person also feels that they are wrong, they might shut down again because you also are not understanding their point of view as much as they've tried to articulate themselves.
yeah,
Because on top of the previous argument, it feels like I'm not heard. And again on the other argument, it feels like I am not heard. So it can come off as a toxic trait to be avoided. But yes, you can say it how you feel like.
I hear what you're saying and I think you're right. Like I do understand that other people they give the silent treatment because in the moment they wouldn't want to say anything mean, which I'm also part of those people. Like in the moment, if I know Gucci, I'm pissed. I'd rather not say anything. Like I'd rather just keep quiet and keep it to myself and have a conversation with myself internally because ndoyika mhlawumbi ndithethe into and then it ends up ndikushout out or ndithethe into ebuhlungu kuwe.
Mm,
You know what? Actually, I don't think I'd say anything hurtful. It's it's that sometimes I think I keep quiet because I know that I'm gonna speak and I'm gonna tell you how I feel.
mm,
But with me telling you how I feel, you still fight me on it. Like you just never let me tell you how I actually feel. I'll tell you 1, 2, 3, then you attack, and you don't attack, babe. You go off what and then I beg and man like you Tato, I don't like this. So you go on and you tell me why you think it's right. And I haven't even finished. And when you speak, it's like, okay, maybe what not maybe. Like when you Kauzi defender, it's you're saying the right things, ne? Like I get it. Okay, maybe I didn't see it the way that he's seeing it, ne? But then at the same time, like I'm thinking, I didn't see it how you saw it, but like, how about how I see it?
Mm.
Because not everything is an argument. It wasn't it like it's not supposed to go to where you're taking it. How about we focus on this lane instead of like seven different lanes?
Mm.
And with that one lane that I wanted to take, then it becomes like a whole circle. And then now I forgot what I wanted to say, and whatever like thoughts I had in my brain, because when I'm silent, I'm not
Mm.
silent. It yo,
You're replaying the moment.
I'm replaying the moment. I'm having an argument with myself.
Mm.
I'm thinking in the moment, am I being inconsiderate? Lendo mhlambi, me not speaking about it, do I maybe think it's a good idea? Or maybe I should speak about it. But if I speak about it, is it a good idea still? What if he doesn't like how I say it?
Mm.
What if he just decides, ah man, just shut up, like too loud, yeah. That's those are all the things that happen in my head.
Mm.
Like so silent treatment. Yeah, silent
So it's
treatment
it's
in
it's really painting um
bad.
both sided. Like
It's
it's
good,
it's
but
good
it's
and
bad.
bad at the same time. It's
You
it's
know
good and
what?
bad.
I think it's good in terms of, let's say something happens now.
Mm.
I'm quiet now.
Mm.
And I'm quiet, and maybe you don't notice good in tule on the kumbile.
Yeah.
Tule. And tule ba I'm trying to gather myself. Like I'm trying if it happens that I'm gonna speak about it, I'm trying to gather myself in order for me to be as respectful as I can be
Yeah.
when I speak to you, ne?
Mm.
But what puts it off, like what pisses me off is if we come to a conclusion, but baby, okay, I see what I did was wrong.
Mm.
And then like you can see I'm honestly like I'm trying to apologize to you and disamteta nawe, and then you decide, okay, nah, it's a good idea for me to not talk to her. In my head, it's like, do you understand that I tried so hard to come down from me thinking in my head that I was right to me trying to meet up with you, like meet you halfway and actually just sub like
Mm. I hear you
yeah,
submit
well,
yourself
submit
to.
myself to you, Diazama, with everything that I have inside of me, like ndicela uxolo ke maybe mhlawumbi ngohlobo endizenze ngayo izinto bezirong, I get it,
Yeah,
ne?
yeah.
But it makes no sense for you to like just after that you decide it's a good idea for me to not talk to her. Like, don't talk to her, don't look at her. When she tries to speak, just sigh and roll your eyes and just like show her you're annoyed, you're not in the mood for her. Now, then that's when like my brain starts thinking about, oh shit. When I get home, this man is probably gonna tell me, nah, I'm done. Because in that moment, I realized, bah, me giving you the silent treatment for how long that I did, it got you to a point where as you were like, ah man, this girl, not again. And I know I'm like that all the damn time. But in my head, also it comes off as, okay, shouldn't digile yo. And one thing about you, you're good in arguing on the phone. In person, yesterday I was shocked that you could speak. Like I was like, okay, this is what I think, this is what I've been wanting from you. Because you give me the silent treatment and then go on the phone and like argue with me, and like, and when you argue with me on the phone,
Because I've thought about it and because also you must know who and how your partner is like. Because the moment I speak to you in person, for instance, you feel like we're gonna break up. You hear what I'm saying?
I only feel like we're gonna break up over the phone, baby.
Uh,
Because you, like on the phone, I know Guti, if you broke up with me on the phone, there's a high chance that I might not even see you. I can be a bitch ass and be like, you know what, I'm coming to you tomorrow, whether you like it or not. I have no control in coming into the building without you signing me in. I can ask one of my friends to sign me in. I knock on your door, you ask who is it, you hear it's me, you tell me to go away. Over the phone, it's easier than doing it in person. In person, you know, definitely I'm going to pull you like I'm ntizokutsala. But on the phone, it's very easy, which is why sometimes ndoyika kwa into edibane noba sizoxabana efowunini because xa sinoxabana efowunini, you even mize me and undimayiza like you mize me on like the worst times, like ingqondo yam seyicinga ekude ngoku and then uvele ungathethi ngayo. And then ndiyacinga, inoba uthetha nabani, inoba uventa kubani, inoba ngubani okuxelelayo uba irayithi okanye irongo le nto enzileyo. I also feel bad in the moment yokuba, okay, maybe I did something wrong. Who is there that you can speak to when about your feelings if you can't tell me how you actually feel about things? Because I have a good support on my side. I have my friends, I have my mom. I can go to my mom, explain to my mom what happened. My mom's gonna tell me you did wrong. Because if there's one thing about my mom, if I did something stupid, she doesn't sugarcoat it. She says it how it is. This person was acting like this, like this, like this. You decided le nto abayenzileyo wrong. Bufuna thini ke omnye umntana? If that person can explain to you from A to Z how their day went, and when you decide you want to overthink, why are you overthinking? What is there that's gonna make you overthink? You get it. So I can talk to people on my side about how I feel about things. My concern is in that moment, who do you speak to about your feelings? Because I know you tell me you don't speak to anyone. No one knows about how you feel about things, right? You have never vented anyone, in my knowledge. You've never vented to anyone about us. And I've vented to people about us. I've vented to Tanya, I've vented to my mom. And I always come back with good advices that, okay, if they think what happened was wrong, then I know it was wrong. And then I come to you and you don't explain yourself how you should explain yourself. Instead, it becomes an argument. Then that's something else. But then when you decide, you know what, I'm just not going to talk to her. I'm going to let her think what she thinks. In my head, that's how it looks. If you minimize me when after an argument or when things are like in the heat, like
In the head of
yeah,
the moment.
chango,
Yeah.
when you decide you're not going to say anything to me, then you're letting my intrusive thoughts, my toxic thoughts, my my insecure, like you're letting them come out and they play, and when they play, baby, it's really not a nice feeling to me, because then in that moment I just feel you're like I've lost you. There's no coming back to this, because and you know, with you I never know, like I just never know. Like, I know you, but when we fight, you become a whole different person. Like, I just never know what you're thinking, and I would like to know what you're thinking, but you don't give me the chance to. But gay silent treatment is good and bad. But do you, do you, from my side, do you understand when it's good and when it's bad? Good. Do you hate that when something hurts, like when something is in my head and I keep quiet and I just mize you and not talk to you? Do you also not like that?
Like I literally have nothing to say. Like I'm okay. One thing about me, like I also get overstimulated. So
Yeah, I know.
I feel like,
Ugh, there she goes again.
but it's and also I'm hungry. Yeah. This podcast needs to pay us. No way. Yeah, I'm hungry. Oh, fuck. And that's another thing I've learned about myself. Sometimes when I'm hungry, I'm a bitch.
I don't know about that.
And now I know. When I'm hungry, I tend to. It's like I have low blood sugar. I don't know if that's a thing. I know I have low blood sugar, ne? Mara, I don't know if it's a thing we like. Is it still? Is it still? Yo, alright, let's wrap it up. I'm hungry.
You're hungry.
Did you pause it? Did you pause?
It didn't. It took 46 minutes. It's just that
That's fine.
my phone is battery low.
That's fine. Take it off. Just pause.
Why? Come as a long question.
I'm hungry.